Perhaps if we can move on to talking about the relationship between suppliers and innovation. How important is mutual visibility between you and your suppliers?
I think it's fundamental. We have a number of clear commodities that we're trading in, and we have a number of technologies that we require, not only from innovation of the technology, but innovation of the methods and forms of supply. I believe that we all talk in many environments of win-win situations with your supply base. I believe every relationship has to be mutually acceptable and delivering benefit to both parties. But as the customer end of things, really you understanding your position, you understanding the leverage within your marketplace, and having clear communication with your suppliers to that effect is fundamental if you are going to succeed.
And I was having a look at the history of the site when I was researching, sorry, not the site, the company on the site when I was researching for this interview. And ESAB really is a company quite literally founded on innovation. That was what really sparked the whole company off. So to what degree do you find the suppliers that you now work with influence this innovation?
They influence it greatly. We are, as you said, it's an organisation or a business that's been driven on innovation and heritage. It's a company of clear, strong history, a strong basis of brand and quality, and to deliver on that quality means a degree of reliance on a supply base that can deliver a sustainable and a repeatable level of quality for your organisation. We see this in a number of areas, especially within our equipment business. We have a number of key partners who are helping us drive through a level of efficiency and a level of cost reduction, but at no point offering any degradation in the level of quality of the components being used inside our machines.
And in fact, on the note of standards, how do you ensure those standards and quality are kept up to scratch?
ESAB has a very rigorous approach to this. Some organisations may say slightly too rigorous, but given, as I said in the previous statement, that the level of our brand is based around quality, everything that is fundamentally used by ESAB is tested, qualified and re-qualified by ESAB on a regular basis. So any migration of supply, we will not rely on individual standards, we will not rely on individual statements. It will always be fully tested and continue to be tested within the ESAB world. It's not to say that we don't have some robust quality checking and procedures within our supply base for quality approvals, but the ultimate approval to use any component will be held by ESAB.
And what have the practical obstacles been?
The practical obstacles of such an approach is the timeline. Sometimes the ability to make change, to drive through alternatives is slower than perhaps some might like because of that rigorous testing and approvals process. But the brand is everything, and I think procurement, although we have to deliver on our goals within the business, we have to fundamentally understand and appreciate what's in your brand and what you cannot do to affect it. So from a practical obstacle point of view, it just takes time sometimes to make some of the more straightforward changes that other organisations might see.